Okay, so it's time for another movie review, and yes, I just got back home from watching X-Men Origins Wolverine. My God, that movie was tight. Okay, so I know a lot of people out there just thought it was okay. A lot of you are probably hating on it. Probably not as bad as Dragon Ball Z, but you probably were disappointed. Me, I loved it. I loved every second of it. I'm glad they didn't put too much sentimental, slow, or whatnot moments in there. It was kind of a mix of everything. This movie was all action, and at the same time, it was trying to connect the dots between the three movies and what happened, this and that. And for it to be a Marvel movie, and try to be just an all action movie. It's Wolverine. What are you gonna expect? It's gonna be a man going for blood, like he says, and well, that's what this movie is about. It's a man going for blood, and he's getting his revenge. He's going crazy, going berserk, should I say? We see Weapon X. We see how that happens. We also run into a few other mutants that that we are all familiar with. Like we run into Cyclops. I don't think it's a spoiler because we've seen it in the theater. Anyone who has red beams coming out of his eyes has to be Cyclops, right? So he's another one we saw. But let's not get to that. Let's get to the main ones in this movie. So we have this group that's Stryker. We all know Colonel Stryker, the evil guy, evil Colonel. So we got Colonel Stryker. He's got this special team, which is consisted of the Maverick, but they call him Zero. The Blob before he was the Blob. Spectre. A couple other guys. I forget who. The telekinesis psychic guy was. I forgot his name. Of course, there was Deadpool, and we'll talk about Deadpool in a second. And then there's Wolverine, and of course, Sabretooth. So those are the main guys in here, okay? And of course, there's Logan's wife, his love, or whatever. So the movie starts off as Logan is a kid. Apparently his name is James, whatever. The movie takes place in 1859 or something or the other. There's some mix up with his family. Yeah, there's a mix up with his family and some identity issues and this and that. Of course, mutants. Then we go into some flashes into time of all the wars possible that happened. The Vietnam War, probably I think it was the Vietnam D-Day, probably the Civil War. All these wars that Wolverine and Sabretooth have lived and been through. And yeah, so we get to not the present, but the present according to the movie, which is years prior to the first X-Men movie. So we get to that. They join Stryker's team. Then we meet the aforementioned mutants, Deadpool and all the other guys. The cast was will.i.am for Spectre, some random guy that I don't know for the Blob, Ryan Reynolds for Deadpool. I couldn't imagine anyone else better to play Deadpool than Ryan Reynolds. One familiar with the rest. Anyway, so that happens. Wolverine ditches. Vincent, who is Sabretooth, is finding Wolverine and this and that. I'm not going to try to talk about too much of the plot. I want you guys to see the movie. Okay, so stop talking about the plot. How do I feel about the movie? Let's see. Well, what do I not like about the movie? The one thing I didn't like about the movie was the simple fact of what I did to Deadpool. I'm going to have to do some research into Deadpool because Deadpool was one of my favorite characters when I was growing up as a kid. Bad memory. I know he was very agile. I know he was very quick. You know, he's basically like some modern ninja, wears red and black, he has guns and 2 katanas. Okay. I didn't like what they did to him towards the end of the movie. That's all I didn't like. But stick around after the credits, you're gonna see like, you know, like a 3-second, 5-second scene. Probably give some hope to some Deadpool fans. So, I don't know. Let's see, what else did I do? Like, Sabretooth. The guy who played Sabretooth, he's normally in like these comedic... I don't know, I'm not going to get into that, but I think they could have done better with the Sabretooth guy. Let's see. Okay, well, there wasn't much that I didn't like about this movie, because everything I didn't like was pretty much drowned out by everything I did like, and that was pretty much everything else. Wolverine was Wolverine, so that was all good. They tied the backstory pretty well together. They really did connect the dots pretty well. Could have been better at some points, but well, you know, what can you do? Gosh, I really want to say it, but I can't. I want you guys to see the movie. Good fight scenes. Gambit's in it. We finally get to see Gambit after 4 movies. Gosh, what else? I don't know. You guys just have to see it. Hate it if you want. After you see it, do whatever you want, but you guys just have to see the movie. Okay, so let's break it down. Plot. Basically, what this movie is, it's an origin movie, so can't expect too much out of the plot. And I think at the same time they're trying to make it an origin movie, they're also trying to make it a connect the dots movie, you know, with the other 3 movies. It's kind of a hard feat to do, trying to do an origin and at the same time trying to solve questions. So I think they did a good job of that. Could have been better, but I think they did a good job. Okay, it's an action movie, so fight scenes. Some of the fights were short, except for the last one with you know, the last fight. Let's see. Okay, so what can we say about the graphics, with the digital effects? I've seen better in other X-Men movies. I have honestly seen better. I don't know what they're trying to do with this kind of animated, way too animated background. I've seen it in countless movies. Like, I've seen it in Fast and Furious. I've seen it in there. I've definitely seen it. I've just seen it in other movies. Terminator Salvation is kind of the same thing. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're trying to do high definition special effects. I don't know, but that could have been better too. Okay, acting. I mean, it's an action movie. You can't expect the best acting there is, but it was pretty good. I also like how they added a touch of emotion to it, because there was this particular scene that I think was totally shady. They didn't have to do it, but it was so shady. It involves senior citizens. Otherwise, let's see. Well, I have to say they did connect the dots. I did understand the movie more. I do want to watch the 3 X-Men movies like right now, but I can't. I gotta work tomorrow in the morning. There's so much I have to say about this movie, but simply put, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Your expectation level, reduce it to 0. Again, okay? You probably, prior to this movie, you guys have probably heard critics bash on it. You probably heard people say it was okay, this and that. Like I said, they were probably expecting too much. I went here not expecting anything. Me and like a couple other guys I went with, they didn't expect anything at all, and well, we all walked out happy. Like, we all walked out very happy. So, I love action movies. This really, plus, like, I just bought Marvel Ultimate Alliance again. I've been playing it, this and that with my girlfriend. Let's see, I've been buying the Marvel Universe Fury Files figures. So now when I get the chance, I'm gonna go get me a Wolverine figure and a Deadpool figure. So that's how bad this movie hit me. So I'm just gonna say, go ahead and watch the movie. I mean, whatever you feel out of it is whatever you feel out of it. You know, I like it. I'd give it an A. I give it an A. Me. Okay, I give it an A. You guys give it a B, C, D, whatever, but I give it an A, okay? That's all I have to say. Watch the movie. See you guys later.